kind of curl over. You want to keep the chest out, and you want to contract. Right. Everything is about contracting. It's not about just pushing the weight. So most importantly, you want to feel that peak contraction, especially at the top, where you're not really locking out the elbows, but you're getting a really good squeeze on the chest. If you put your mind into the muscle and you think how it works and you visualize that chest working from the bottom to the top, which I can see, I mean, your upper chest is flexing in this from the bottom up. Everything's working from the bottom up.
Also, when you train, you got a nice steady rhythm. In other words, you're not resting at the bottom, resting at the top. It's just like a nice steady rhythm.
Because the reps, especially for me, because I'm bigger, look shorter. So really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, when I get into it, the chest starts off in a contracted position. And the movement's only where I can actually feel my chest pumping. All right, let's put a 25 on here. Let's add one, a little more. I'm sure you viewers don't want to see Mr. Olympia train with light weights. Come on, 2 more. One more. Good.
Everyone always does incline for upper chest. How do you feel about this upper chest versus lower? It's all one muscle, so.
There's no way to really isolate, I believe. I think it's a farce to think that, well, I'm going to do incline, so it's only going to work my upper chest.
Right, it's one muscle group.
I think it's going to help. But remember, angles is how you build muscle. That's why we choose different movements. So I always believe that people lack upper chest and they think, okay, well, I'm going to do more incline movements. Is going to help that. I don't think that either someone's genetically gifted with it or they're not. I've seen guys do tons of incline stuff and their upper chest never grows. It's the whole chest in itself. Remember, I told you work from the bottom up.
Right.
As you build, your upper chest is going to have no choice but to grow. Everyone's body chemistry is going to be different. So just contraction and all this should contract every rep. See that? Squeeze, good. It's all about the contraction, each rep. So right now I'm squeezing at that peak. I'm squeezing the chest. And remember guys, you always want to spot from the elbows when you're doing a lot of these movements. Work with the body. Never slam your weights either. Only I can do that in my home gym.
No yelling either. Do you ever yell, honestly?
Only when I wanted people's attention.
Attention?
Let's go. Up. Good. Same thing with this. Contraction. Bar never touches your chest. Okay?
Do you envision things like I tell people to almost envision like trying to crush the bar between them so they get that contraction?
What I tend to do is I tuck my chin, and what I want to feel is my chest almost hit my chin.
Well, my chest isn't that
Yeah.
What was the physique that inspired you?
Bob Harris.
Well, he was the ultimate aesthetic physique.
He was the best physique of all time.
He really was. Everyone
He had
talks about
every-
Frank
he had-
Zane. Frank Zane had an awesome physique, don't get me wrong. His physique inspired me because he was a small guy. He was our height,
Yeah.
you know, at his max 190. But Bob Harris, he had those just perfect lines.
Yeah, guys watching this, make sure you guys check out Bob Harris. You guys can Google up pictures because a lot of people don't know the name.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're gonna create with this now,
What do you got there?
I hate to call this a cable crossover. It's on 55. Because it's not a cable crossover. It's just a cable fly. So
instead of crossing over, you're just squeezing.
we're gonna step in, but with this, instead of coming down, you see too many people, they do this movement and they do this.
Right.
And it's like we talked about. The chest is gonna curl over, okay? And you're gonna hit more shoulders and arms, everything else. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna step out and I'm gonna create I'm gonna push and I'm gonna come out and really just contract the chest, okay? So in and out here, okay? So you're really gonna feel this from the bottom of the pecs, but it's really gonna...
It's the same thing as any of the others. You're not going too far with that deep stretch.
No, tension, tension. So you can see where all this is coming out. You can see all the fibers all the way up to here. So great movement. Once you get a lot of blood into the muscle, you do some compound movements, stretch this thing back out, and then, you know, determine, okay, do I need to go further with the workout from there? So you notice I squeeze like that. So every rep.
It's almost like the weight's just there to assist with the squeeze. You can get the squeeze even without the weight.
Good, squeeze. Good. Good. But I'm gonna go have some total protein, little carbs, and get my next meal in. Thanks.